What's up, Taiwan? Good evening and happy Tuesday. I'm Leslie Liao with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. The government has announced that Taiwan's top speed skating athlete, Huang Yuting, will be disciplined for what it calls her inappropriate words and actions during the Winter Olympics in Beijing. There are also calls for the country's sports body to set up rules for athletes to follow when representing Taiwan. Louise Watt reports.
Taiwan's top speed skater, Huang Yuting, has become a controversial figure at home. She was fiercely criticized online after posting a video of herself training in a Chinese uniform shortly before the Beijing Winter Olympics, upsetting Taiwanese who view China as a grave threat. Then, during the Olympics, the athlete said she felt like she was competing on home turf. Now Taiwan's government wants to punish her.
国所代表国家有他的责任，应该维护国家的尊严、荣誉。相关的行为极为不当，不符国人的期待。我已经责成教育部、体育署做相关的处置跟规范。
The speed skater hasn't broken any rules that merit disqualification. But the government wants the Sports Administration to establish rules of conduct for athletes representing Taiwan abroad. As for Huang's future, the sports body will order Taiwan's Olympic Committee and Skating Union to discuss her funding, subsidies and competitions within the next 2 weeks, and then decide on her punishment. Punishment that may well have limited effect, as the skater plans to retire from competitive sport, a decision she said she was even more certain about after the anger expressed towards her. Alex Chen and Louise Watt for TaiwanPlus.
An international anti-corruption organization has revealed that James Soong, a Taiwan politician who has run for president multiple times, had an account with Credit Suisse that at one point held around 15 million US dollars. The account was one of those leaked as part of a report that accuses the bank of handling funds for clients with proven links to criminal activity. Critics are calling on Soong to explain where the money came from. The 79-year-old was once accused by his former party, the Kuomintang, of embezzling millions of US dollars in party funding, although the charges were later dropped. He was also accused of receiving kickbacks from a Navy procurement deal in 1991. Soong has denied these accusations and no evidence of wrongdoing has been found. The People First Party, which Soong leads, has denied the allegations in the Credit Suisse leak. In other world news, Russian President Vladimir Putin has ordered troops into rebel-held regions of eastern Ukraine after recognizing breakaway Donetsk and Luhansk as independent states. Putin said the troops would be there on peacekeeping operations, but Western leaders are concerned the move could be the prelude to a full invasion of Ukraine. James Chater reports.
Russian President Vladimir Putin inscribing a new chapter in tensions with Ukraine.
В этой связи считаю необходимым принять уже давно назревшее решение незамедлительно признать независимость и суверенитет Донецкой Народной Республики и Луганской Народной Республики.
The Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republics are part of Ukraine's eastern Donbas region. Pro-Russian rebels in the two areas declared independence in 2014. Since then, more than 14,000 people have been killed in fighting between Ukrainian and Russian-backed separatist forces. In an emotive speech on Monday night, Putin claimed Ukraine was a country created by Russia with no tradition of sovereignty. That was before ordering troops into the separatist regions for what he called peacekeeping operations. Shortly after Putin's address, Ukraine's president held a meeting of the country's Security Council. He's ruled out giving up any territory.
За мною Україна у її міжнародно визнаних кордонах. І вони залишаться такими. Попри все, попри будь-які заяви та дії Російської Федерації. Так само, як і ми, залишаємось спокійними і впевненими у собі.
International leaders have expressed concern that Russia's supposed peacekeeping operations could be a pretext for a full invasion. US President Joe Biden has banned trade with the two breakaway regions, with more sanctions to be unveiled. EU leaders called the move a violation of international law and also promised sanctions. And that's echoed by the UN.
The Secretary General considers the decision of the Russian Federation to be a violation of the territorial integrity and sovereignty of Ukraine and inconsistent with the principles of the Charter of the United Nations.
In Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, young people watched Putin's address with concern.
What he was talking about, and that's crazy because the diplomatic here is over. And what I'm gonna say, that's crazy because we don't want a war.
But to the east in Donetsk, the territory now recognized by Russia as an independent state, the news was met by some with celebration. But after several weeks of high tensions, the fear is that this moment could be the spark of conflict. James Rayner and James Chater for TaiwanPlus.
President Tsai Ing-wen's former Vice President Chen Jianren has joined her political party, fueling speculation about a return to politics. Chen was an independent when he served his term as VP, making this the first time he's joined the Democratic Progressive Party, or DPP. Reports surfaced on Tuesday that Chen joined the party late last year on invitation from President Tsai. Chen is also a former health minister with a background in epidemiology. He was instrumental in the early stages of Taiwan's COVID-19 response. Chen left politics when Tsai began her second term in May of 2020. So what's this turtle doing chilling on a beach in Taiwan's outlying islands of Penghu? Well, it's not alone. Ocean temperatures around the islands dropped nearly 3 degrees in just 2 days. That's as the islands deal with the coldest weather in 6 years. Now, you've probably heard of pigs in blankets. Now here's a turtle in a blanket. Rescue workers are rushing to save marine life in Penghu. And it's not just turtles. Fish and shrimp have also washed up on beaches this week. The cold temperatures have made them lethargic and impaired their ability to swim. Penghu has also recorded the strongest winter winds in 10 years. The cold snap has come as a shock to the subtropical islands. Local media say that so far 3 people have also died due to the cold weather. A Taiwanese couple's award-winning edible rose business is blossoming after the darkest days of their lives. Philip Rosard brings us their story.
When Zhang Siguang and Guo Enqi started their rose garden 20 years ago, they knew nothing about farming, except that they wanted to do it organically.
你要用哪个点就说服客人说你完全就是安全可以吃。我们那时候就是因为这个点，我们决定说不要用。
They were working towards their goal of having a world-famous garden when Guo was diagnosed with cancer.
因为那时候判定说其实是蛮严重的，我还跟他讲说那1年了，要不要就不要医了，反正就剩1年，就看他干嘛就干嘛这样。
But she didn't give up, and after 5 years of chemotherapy and help from her husband, Guo is going strong.
应该说没有放弃的本钱啦，因为我觉得我如果放弃的话，应该会被念到化疗期间到去年为止，他把我养胖了20公斤，你看多坏这个人。
In 2021, they took part in an international marmalade competition in England, winning 1 gold, 1 silver, and 4 bronze.
怎么样把它就是用到跟玫瑰花互相可以搭配，不抢的话，其实我当初才只用1个晚上的时间，6罐，然后3款口味寄过去，这样就是6罐都有得奖。
Guo and Zhang's roses are also being used by a renowned Taiwanese baker in his award-winning bread. With this much recognition, at home and abroad, they hope their business will continue to bloom. Patrick Chun and Philip Broussard for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. I'm Leslie Liao. Finally, today we leave you with some images of the 137th traditional Battle of the Flowers Carnival in Nice, southern France. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Take care and see you next time.